So, I'll turn this down. You probably can't hear me. Been a while since I made a video. After my sister died, I don't know, it just kind of wasn't a priority for me for a little while, but I'm back. As everyone probably is aware, the world is in flames. That's been a little stressful. Just given the nature of the work I do and everything. But moreover, how do we fix it? That's my question. Like, okay, so we basically essentially have a coup. What do we do now? Right? And then as individuals also, what do we do? Because unfortunately America is super individualistic, which at this point is working against us, versus like a more collectivist culture where it would probably be easier to kind of gather everybody for the greater good. And I know that we've all got opinions, right? We all have a right to that. That's supposed to be the beauty of America. It's not homogenous, right? I love having a multicultural experience in my life, and it's disturbing to me as somebody who is not a white Christian nationalist, that apparently that is what we're going for. No. Fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. No. Okay? Migrants, immigrants built this country. So, me personally, I mean, we're all aware that illegal immigrants actually prop up our economy with their labor. We also are aware that there are plenty of legal folks in America, companies, farms, etc., that hire these laborers knowing that they are not here legally. And to me, instead of making the path to legal immigration harder and criminalizing folks for wanting a better life and wanting to work, why can't we give them a path to legal citizenship and allow them to be, just as they were, good working people? The only difference is, they're not going to be having to look over their shoulder for fucking ICE. They'll be here legally, they'll be paying taxes, and Bob's your uncle, right? So I know why, okay? So before anybody comes into the comments and, pops off with explanations, I value your opinion, alright? Just know that. Go ahead, pop off. But I also know that this administration allows people to be the worst version of themselves. And I think that's gross. I think that we are so much better than that as people. I know that we need to remember how to like each other again, because red versus blue isn't working anymore underneath all of that. And again, those who know me, if you know me and you're watching this, you know I have my own strong political beliefs, most of which comprises of human rights, and working to build public good and working to protect those amongst us that are so vulnerable. And that's what I believe. Not everybody's going to believe what I believe, but I think that those are all principles we can get behind. And increasingly, all of the safety nets for those vulnerable folks are being completely destroyed. Now, I've talked to some people that are like, oh, it's fine, and in 4 years, somebody else will take over, and, they'll just put it all back. Bro, I'm not waiting 4 fucking years for that shit. Alright, like, just straight up, that is not if this is where we are, like, a couple months in, where are we gonna be in 4 years? Know where I want to be. I can probably fucking tell you that. So, how do we do it? How do we unite again? You know, I remember being a kid. We did the Pledge of Allegiance in school, and you know, you want to talk about indoctrination. It's interesting too, because flags in school and the Pledge of Allegiance, ironically, and this feels actually so appropriate given our culture, started out as a sales tactic, ironically, right? So, you know, but there are truth to some of those words. And for me, growing up, constantly saying indivisible with liberty and justice for all, that stuck with me. I believe in that. You know, my great-grandfather came over from Lebanon, like, and people are like, oh, my ancestors came here legally. Motherfucker, your ancestor bought a ticket, hopped on a boat, hopped off the boat, went through fucking Ellis Island, Bob's your uncle again. You know, maybe Tom's your uncle. I don't fucking know. But it's definitely not that easy anymore. And then, so what I'm putting out a request and a plea to anybody who watches this. We gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back. Because if we don't, the losses that we are going to experience will be irrevocable. So, if anybody's watching this, hey, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to me. Maybe you got something out of it, maybe you didn't. But if you have suggestions as far as like solution-oriented thinking or ways we can help each other or anything like that, bring people together, please let me know in the comments. You know, otherwise, again, thank you for your time. I know time is incredibly valuable and nowhere near as respected as it should be at this point. But, yeah, it's gonna be alright. We are gonna figure it out. We are gonna come together. We have to. Or we're gonna lose our way of life. And I'm not here for that. And I don't think you're here for that. I don't think anybody's here for that. Well, I can think of a few people that are here for that. But fuck those people. Those people are gonna find themselves walking up a guillotine and with their head in a fucking basket, alright? So, yeah. Heads in baskets party, here we go. And I don't want to have to be like that, alright? I don't want to have to feel like violence is the answer. I don't. I really don't like that. But it's also like, oh, we're getting in dangerous ground. Yeah, very much. So, yeah. I don't know. That's really all I have to say today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. Whatnot, or what you would like to see in my videos. Otherwise, I will just continue to, like, talk about shit I care about, I guess. I don't know, I've been told I should do comedy, but every time I try to do a video like that, I fuck it up. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Doses.